Hello friends, welcome to another video from Chameli Devi Institute of Pharmacy. In this video, I am going to talk about the very important dosage form, that is suppositories. So let's get started. So these are the content that going to covered in this video. So first of all, the definition and the introduction about suppository, then advantages and disadvantages of suppositories, and then various kind of suppositories present in market. So what is suppository? Suppository is a solid dosage form of medicament for insertion into body cavities other than mouth. They can be inserted into rectum, vagina or nasal cavity, where it get melt, soften, dissolve and exert local or systemic effect. So suppositories are commonly used rectally and vaginally and occasionally urethral as well. They have various shape and weights related to intended orifice. So suppositories are solid dosage form of drug meant for intended into body cavities such as rectum, vagina, or they may be exert their local action or systemic action. Okay, so here are various advantages of suppositories. First is suppositories can exert local effect on rectal mucosa. Suppositories are used to promote evacuation of bowel. Suppositories are convenient mode of administration of drug which irritate gastrointestinal tract and cause vomiting and destroy in the acidic pH of gastric juice. So those type of drug can given in form of suppositories. Suppositories can be used in unconscious patient. It can also be used for systemic absorption of drug and avoid first pass metabolism. So first pass metabolism is a phenomena of drug metabolism whereby the concentration of drug, specifically when administered orally, is greatly reduced before it reaches the systemic circulation. So this first pass metabolism can be avoided by using of suppositories. These can be easily administered to children, old person and unconscious patient who cannot swallow the drug easily. Suppositories can be used in post-operative people who cannot be administered oral medication. Suppositories are also used for those people who has suffering from nausea and vomiting. So now there are certain limitations of suppositories. So the major drawback of suppositories is the problem of patient acceptability. Suppositories cause embarrassment to the patient when a drug is administered by inserting a suppository into a body cavity. When patient suffering from diarrhea, so suppositories are not suitable dosage form. The irritant drug can't be administered by this route. So some drug that cause irritation to the mucous membrane cannot be used as a suppository dosage form. Sometimes incomplete absorption may be occurred because of suppositories usually promote evacuation of the bowel. Okay, so now the classification of suppositories or the type of suppositories. So there are 5 types of suppositories. First is rectal suppositories, second vaginal suppositories, third urethral suppositories, fourth nasal suppositories, and last one is ear suppositories, or you can say ear cone. Here in this slide there are various size of suppositories are available which are used in different body cavities. So size 0 for children's, 1, 2 and 3 for rectal use, 4 for pessaries or vaginal suppositories, A and B for nasal and urethral bogies or suppositories. Okay, so with different Size of suppository. There are many shape of suppositories are also available in market, which are used in different body cavity. So these shapes are: first, round oval shape, long oval shape, teardrop shape, bullet shape, tampon shape. So most of suppositories are found in bullet shape in market, and these type of shape are used in different body cavity such as vagina, rectum and nasal cavity. Okay, so what is rectal suppository? So rectal suppository is meant for introduction into the rectum for their local and systemic effect. So size of rectal suppository is about 32 mm or 1.5 inches in length, cylindrical in shape, one or both end tapered, and some are bulletin shaped. So depending on the density of the base which are used in the formulation of suppositories and the medicament in the suppositories, so the weight of suppositories may vary due to their density difference. So adult rectal suppositories weight about 2 gram when coca butter or theobroma oil is used as base. So theobroma oil or coca butter is used as ideal base in suppositories due to its blending property and melting point. So in infants or children, the weight and size of suppositories are about half of the adult suppositories, and the shape of suppositories is assumed a more pencil like. So rectal suppositories is used for both local and systemic action. So now vaginal suppository. Vaginal suppository is meant for introduction into the vagina. These are also known as pessaries, and they are larger than rectal suppositories. The vaginal suppositories may be globular, uniobiform or cone-shaped, and the weight of vaginal suppositories is about 3 to 5 gram. Vaginal suppositories are mainly used for local action on the vagina. Nowadays, vaginal tablets and vaginal capsules are also available, which has substituted the vaginal suppositories. Okay, so let's talk about urethral suppositories. So urethral suppositories are meant for introduction into urethra. It is also called as urethral bogies. These are thin, long, cylindrical or pencil-shaped suppositories intended for insertion into the male or female urethra. The weight of urethral suppositories is 2 to 4 gram. So next is nasal suppositories. Nasal suppositories are meant for introduced into nasal cavity. It is also called as nasal bogies. Nasal suppositories are thin and cylindrical in shape, and the size of nasal suppositories is about 9 to 10 centimeter long, and weight is about 1 gram. So last one is ear cone or ear suppository. So ear cone is meant for introduction into the ear, and it is also known as oronaria. Nowadays these are rarely used. These suppositories are thin, long and cylindrical in shape, and the weight of ear cone is about 1 gram. Thank you.